Hey everyone, welcome back. April is here, and along with it comes new energy, warmer weather, and of course, your Social Security payments. Whether you're budgeting for groceries, planning out bills, or just double checking when your deposit is due, having the exact payment dates can make your month feel a little more manageable. But this April isn't just business as usual. We're now entering one of the most significant turning points in Social Security history. A mix of long-awaited reforms and sudden policy shifts are reshaping how the system works, for better and for worse. Some of the changes rolling out this month will bring overdue relief, especially for public sector retirees. Others, though, are raising serious concerns about access, delays, and even potential loss of benefits for some vulnerable recipients. So if you or someone you love relies on Social Security, stick with me. We'll go over the full April payment schedule first, then walk through exactly what's changing, what to expect, and how to protect yourself if you're affected. And hey, real quick, if you haven't already subscribed, this is a good time to do that. Subscribing means you'll stay updated each month on important benefit changes, policy shifts, and tips that help you make sense of your Social Security payments. Plus, it's free, and it helps keep this community strong. Alright, now let's go over the Social Security payment schedule for April 2025. Then, we'll get into the key policy changes happening this month. If you receive Supplemental Security Income, SSI, your payment will arrive on Tuesday, April 1st. Since it falls on a weekday this year, that means you'll get it right on time, no early deposit this month like we saw back in March. If you receive both SSI and regular Social Security, or if your benefits started before May 1997, then your payment will come on Thursday, April 3rd. For everyone else, those whose benefits began after May 1997, your payment is based on your birth date. If your birthday falls between the 1st and 10th, you'll get your deposit on Wednesday, April 9th. If your birthday is between the 11th and 20th, your payment will come on Wednesday, April 16th. And if your birthday is between the 21st and 31st, your payment will show up on Wednesday, April 23rd. Also, if you're signed up for direct deposit, you'll usually see that money hit your account early that morning. Paper checks may take a few extra days depending on where you live and your local mail service. Even if your check arrives on time, it's still a good idea to double-check your payment details each month. Mistakes do happen, and catching them early can save a lot of trouble. Now, let's go over the changes happening in April, because there are a lot, and some of them may directly impact what you see in your check this month. First up, the Social Security Fairness Act has officially taken effect. This new law repeals the windfall elimination provision and government pension offset, two rules that have reduced benefits for over 3.2 million public sector retirees, including teachers, firefighters, and police officers. These retirees were penalized for having pensions from non-covered jobs, even if they also paid into Social Security. So, that ends now. The law is retroactive to January 2024, and according to the SSA, more than $7.5 billion has already been sent out in back payments to over 1.1 million people. The average lump sum was about $6,710, and for some, the monthly benefit increases beginning this April could exceed $1,000. So, if you've ever been affected by WEP or GPO, be sure to check your deposit this month. You may notice your benefit amount is significantly higher. But while that change is being celebrated, not everything this month is so positive. As of March 27th, the SSA has reinstated a controversial overpayment policy. If the agency says you've been overpaid, whether due to administrative error, delayed income reporting, or other reasons, they can now withhold 100% of your monthly benefit until the debt is repaid. This is a sharp reversal from the pandemic-era rule, which limited withholdings to just 10% of monthly benefits to help avoid hardship. Advocates warn this could have devastating effects, especially on elderly or disabled recipients who rely on that monthly payment as their only source of income. If you receive an overpayment letter, don't ignore it. You still have the right to request a waiver, appeal the decision, or set up an installment plan, but the window to act quickly has never been more important. Another major change starting March 31st is how you verify your identity and update your direct deposit. You can no longer do either of those things over the phone. Now, you must log into your My Social Security account, which uses multi-factor identity verification, or you have to go to a Social Security field office in person. This rule is part of a broader fraud prevention push, following cases where scammers rerouted millions in benefits by changing direct deposit info. And while it's aimed at protecting your money, it's also creating serious barriers for many people. You see, roughly 1 in 4 seniors has never used the internet, and many others face challenges getting to a local field office. Making matters worse, the SSA is currently operating with its lowest staffing levels in 50 years and has announced plans to cut up to 12% of its workforce. Over 40 field offices are slated for closure, and 6 of the agency's 10 regional offices are being shut down as part of a restructuring initiative under the Department of Government Efficiency, led by Elon Musk. Also, internal reports already show that it can take more than 2 hours to get through by phone, and appointment availability in some areas is stretching out over a month. And this is happening right as demand for in-person visits is expected to rise due to the new identity verification rules. Policy experts have warned that these new rules will disproportionately affect families with children and the digitally disadvantaged, especially since minors aren't eligible to create online accounts. Many advocates, including the AARP, are urging the SSA to offer more flexible options to avoid denying people access to their benefits. The SSA has promised that direct deposit changes will now process in 1 business day instead of the old 30-day timeline, but that only helps if you're able to access the system at all. Meanwhile, anxiety about the future of Social Security is growing. Former SSA officials have warned that continued budget cuts and operational downsizing could lead to what they describe as a total system collapse. Some critics believe this restructuring reflects a larger ideological push toward privatization, and they're worried it could erode the guarantee Social Security has provided for generations. So then, as April unfolds, this is a good moment to take a close look at your payments, review any letters you've received from the SSA, and make sure your account information is accurate and up to date. If you've noticed changes in your payment this month, or if you've had trouble accessing services under the new rules, share your experience in the comments. It could help someone else know what to expect. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who may need it. Thanks for being here with me today. Take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you again soon.